Hey guys, it's Robbie here, and this is Frecky Fitwolf. It is time for another tag video. Actually, as I was uploading the tag video where I was tagging Sandy, I got tagged by Sandy in a video of her own. And just like yesterday's video, it's questions basically about us, about our lives. But this one is a little bit deeper than yesterday. Like Sandy, I gotta say, you made me think and made me do some soul searching on some of these questions. Before I get into them, I do want to announce that I am tagging Tracy over at Trials of a Long-Haired Girl. If she continues doing her Tag Tuesday, she can easily do this next Tuesday, or she can do it as a bonus tag video. And then I'm also tagging Kim over at A Girl in Her Phone. I love Kim, and her answers are always very interesting. So go check them out. Check out Sandy. I will have a link to all of them in the description box down below. I think these are important, like especially right now. I am off work for at least 30 days, and that's a lot of isolation. And so a lot of these questions, like I said, these are pretty darn deep, and I really had to think hard. This first question, number one, is what matters to you the most? I was amazed at how hard I had to think and analyze my life to figure that one out. I don't have a lot of attachments to people or places or things. Not solid, this particular person, this particular thing means the most to me. It's hard, but I've always had issues even picking favorite movies and stuff. But yeah, so what matters the most to me, I realized, especially with everything going on right now, is people. Whether that be my family or my friends or my customers, other YouTubers, and you guys that are watching this, the subscribers. I depend so much on other people for me to feel like it's worth being here, to make my life feel like it's worthwhile. So right now, this is really hard. So that's, again, why I'm going to be posting a lot more videos, because I need that connection. I may be more introverted and can't handle large crowds or handle a lot of people a lot of time, but I do need that interaction. I need that connection. So yeah. All right. So number two, what is your happiest memory? This one is happy/sad. It was the year before my mom got sick. Well, she was sick, but before she got too sick to be out of the hospital, because the last year of her life, she was in the hospital. But the year before that, for my mom and dad's 34th wedding anniversary, I took them to Branson, Missouri, and we saw the Dolly Parton Dixie Stampede show and just enjoyed it. If you don't know what Branson is, it's a thing here in Missouri. People joke and call it like mini Vegas, even though there's not really casinos. But there are shows all over the place. And so like with the Dixie Stampede that I took my parents to see, it was an amazing show. It was actually dinner in a theater, but it was funny because of the time that it's set in, you don't get utensils. So like if you're eating soup, you're just drinking it out of the bowl, and potatoes, you're picking it up. I have a potato right here. You're picking it up and like eating it like that. And there was horses, and they got audience participation. It was really amazing. And luckily everything there, was wheelchair accessible, because my mom was in a wheelchair at that time. And I still have a picture from that means a lot. I even have a cup. It's shaped like a boot, and it just says Dixie Stampede on it. It's old now. It's like, 9 years old, and it was cheap white plastic, but I still hold on to it for the memories that are in it. So, all right. So, spent too long on that question. Number three, what are three things that put a smile on your face? Again, it's hard to think about. One, I was having this conversation with somebody on a dating app, but anything that makes somebody else passionate. If there is something that you are passionate about, even if I could care less, this particular person, it was about cars and designing cars. I don't care, but to see passion in coming from somebody else, something that means that much to you, that you get energized, you get extra about, that just makes me smile. It doesn't matter if I'm interested or not. The fact that somebody cares about something so much and can geek out, it puts a smile on my face every single time. Something else is it's hard to think of 3 of these that put a smile on your face. Something else I would say is just helping people. Like when I do hair at work, when a customer is really, really happy, especially if we do like a major change or a makeover, it means the world to me, because when somebody feels like they look better and they're happier and I could have helped with that, that puts a smile on my face. Basically, all of these boils down to just seeing other people happy, seeing people succeed, people in healthy relationships, people with friendships, hearing Sandy talk about her family. It means the world to me, and that just instantly puts a smile on my face. So I guess that's kind of 3. Question number 4. Who is / what are the most important people in your life? Everybody. Like, especially right now, since it is just me alone. My roommate, again, is spending most of his time at his boyfriend's house, so it's just me and the dogs right now. And that is really making me appreciate everybody in my life. If I were to name people, I don't want to say the names, but like my coworkers mean the world to me. Basically every single person I work with, so I not even need to say a specific name, but all of them mean something special to me. And the friends that I have, I don't hang out with as much, but the time that we do spend and the messages that we do get with each other mean the world to me. And just everybody, I mean, you guys, like the ones that comment all the time, even the ones that don't, and I don't know who you are, but especially the ones that comment all the time, seeing that interaction, it means the world to me, because I care, and that shows that you guys care too. So I love that. All right, number 5. What do you like most about yourself? This was another hard one that I had to think about. I would say I like my ability to adapt. I have changed a lot over the years, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally. And I love that about myself, that I can not easily necessarily, but that I do change and adapt to the times and the people around me. I think that's very important, while still learning and staying true to myself. So I think that's kind of what I like most about myself. Number 6, what are your deepest fears? This isn't a happy one, Sandy, but I would say my deepest fear is being alone, especially dying alone, but just being alone in general, because as I've gotten older, I don't have super strong bonds with people in my life anymore. And that's something I need to work on, because right now it's an eye-opener of being alone, and that's my biggest fear, and it's kind of what I'm doing. It's kind of hard. So yeah. Number 7, what are you most grateful for? The times I'm not alone. But no, seriously, the people in my life, again, the other YouTubers, you subscribers, that help validate me and make me stay on my path to being a healthier person. And it's helping grow my confidence. So I don't know if that fully answers, but like people, again, people, making me accept myself for who I am and love myself for who I am, that I'm very, very much appreciative of. Because when I started this channel, I mean, I very shy, very awkward, and I still am, but as I'm doing this, I am growing. And so you guys have helped me become more confident and me to love myself. So thank you. Number 8, what or who is the most important thing in your life right now? I would say technology is the most important thing in my life right now, because I have this way to connect to other people when we can't. I have been able to have Skype conversations with people where I can actually see their face. I'm able to do these videos and connect with you guys, social media, playing video games with other people. All of that technology is so important, especially right now when I can't be around other people. So yeah, technology. Number 9, who or what inspires you not to give up? again, you guys, and honestly, lately, Sandy a lot, because she knows I've been struggling, and she will send me a little message or a comment and just saying, don't forget about your goals. Remember to focus on your goals. And that little nudge means the world to me. And it helps so much. And any of you guys that have done something similar, thank you. That is really helping me get back on track. Because you guys do know, like last week, didn't go so well for me, food-wise, emotional-wise, all of that. So those little nudges really, really helped inspire me to not give up. Number 10, what do you believe in? I honestly would say humanity. It's this whole epidemic or pandemic has been an eye-opener, because yes, there have been some crazy negative things, but the things that people are doing to reach out and to help each other, it's inspiring. It's touching. I was, just even in the backyard with the dogs, and neighbor next door who I've never really talked to before, came out and was just asking how you're doing, and something like that, just asking a stranger how you're doing, which is weird that we're neighbors or strangers, but just asking that meant the world to me. Like, I've seen people like grab extra toilet paper for their friends or for other people because they know there's a darn shortage of toilet paper right now. All of these tiny little acts of kindness just mean a lot. Even just the tiniest, like, I'm at Aldi and somebody's gonna, not put their cart away and give me the cart. The little tiny things really add up. Or like I said, especially at the grocery stores, just because that's the only place I've been going lately. And people are just very polite and nice and stepping back and respecting the 6-foot distance and all of that. It's just nice. And so, yeah, I believe in the power of humanity. We can get through everything together as long as we put aside our differences for a common goal. All right, where am I? Number 11. If you were to die tomorrow, what would be your biggest regret? Thanks, Sandy. Again, going with the people theme, I have closed myself off to a lot of people. I have friends, I have family, but I have this wall, this barrier up. Honestly, ever since my mom passed away, it's been very, very hard for me to let somebody else in. So my biggest regret would be not doing that, especially with my family. I don't see them often enough. And I said this before, I'm pretty sure on here. I've said it so many times, and then I drop the ball and I don't take the time to spend time with my family. And then, like, as of right now, when I would have the time, I can't. So my biggest regret would be not reaching out to more people, especially my family, because I do love them. I don't know why I don't spend more time with them. Life, yeah. All right, so 12, what will you do to make sure that doesn't happen? Well, realizing this is basically more of the eye-opener that I need. So one, with my family, we did try to start once a month getting together. I'm going to be more active on that. And I don't know, reaching out to friends more. I'm one of those, I don't like to reach out. I think I'm scared of rejection. So I don't typically message people first. And I'm going to start doing that. I'm going to start checking in with people, even if it is just text. How are you doing? Blah, blah, blah. And try to build these friendships back up, because as life goes on, we all kind of adapt and change and lose touch. And I'm really, really guilty of that. Yeah. So number 13, how can you make your life more meaningful starting today? Again, since I'm realizing it's the people aspect, basically what I just answered with the last question, I'm going to make my life more meaningful starting today by reaching out to people, checking in with them. We can't, especially right now, I can't go over there and I can't see people in person, but I can still reach out and just send a message, make a phone call, something like that. And that will make my life more meaningful and hopefully theirs. Number 14, how can you change someone's life for the better? Honestly, I think by leading by example. That's part of what I've learned as I've done this weight loss journey. I did not expect people to say that I inspire them, that I help get them through things. When I started this, I was just starting it to try to record my weekly weigh-ins so that I can stay focused, because I can't afford an actual Weight Watchers meeting, but I need some kind of accountability. And it's evolved into a lot more than that, which is really cool. As far as having people in support and all of that. And so me kind of leading by example, except for, there's been a couple of weeks this whole journey. But that I feel like can help somebody, especially, how's the wording, change their life for the better. Because I've had so many people, even just a quick comment, I was about to make a very bad food decision. Thank you for this video. It stopped me. Something like that. Or in my Facebook group, I've had people say stuff like that. That I feel like is making people's life for the better. Because I know I've been guilty of that. Like when last week, I was so close to going more off track than I did. And like I said, Sandy's little comment of don't forget your goals really put me back on track, and I feel like helped to make me a little bit better. So yeah. All right, number 15, the last question. What is one thing you're going to do differently after doing this tag? Since the theme of this tag has been people for me, I am going to change that. I'm going to do what I can to connect better with other people in my life. Like I said, whether that be shooting a message, making a phone call, making plans. There's been a lot of friends or family were like, yeah, we need to get together, and then we never do. I'm going to work harder on actually connecting with more people and following through on making plans. All right, so this one, like I said, was more deep than like yesterday's video, but in a good way. Even though it felt a little, like there was some soul searching going on, it definitely made me realize some goals besides weight loss goals, because it's all I focused on lately. It made me realize some of those that I need to work on, and that I think is important. There's always more things in our lives that we need to work on and focus on, and this helped me realize some. So thank you for tagging me in this, Sandy. And again, I am tagging Tracy over at Trials of a Long-Haired Girl and Kim over at A Girl in Her Phone. If somebody else wants to do this tag, let me know in the comments and I will tag you in a future video. I'll link you. And if you're not a YouTuber or have a YouTube channel, if you want to answer some questions, please answer some questions underneath. I love hearing other people's responses. And that's the one sad thing about the YouTube journey is I get to read your guys' text, but only if you choose to do so. And I would love to hear more and learn more about you guys. So feel free to pick a few questions, or all 15, and comment with your answers. All right, so until my next video, guys, I'll talk to you all later.